I doubt there's a lot left of it, because so far, I think I counted, and there is 22 hours of gameplay that I've done. So, I mean, I'm glad the game is super long and it isn't just like a 5-hour game or like a 1.5-hour game like Erica was. But yeah, I want to see where this goes. I feel like someone's gonna die. I feel like Cole's gonna die because like he's suddenly getting pushed out of the spotlight.
Any news from Jack? There's a statewide APB out on it.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
With the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon and we have to be on the other side right now.
Christ, what was that?
What the hell?
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
All units, reports of an explosion. Alternative location is south of Santa Monica.
No shit, I'm gonna get there.
Stand by for further.
Mark George is en route to 496 Broadway.
Reports an explosion
what is
downtown.
wrong with
Repeating, 88 King is reporting an explosion downtown. All units, stand by for further.
Whoa.
Downtown?
This is different.
Can't be.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
Chill.
Shoot a cop, you little prick! Get that bastard, Cole! Now ain't the time to be looking for a profit, asshole!
Am I supposed to shoot him? Oh my god. Come on, let's go Cole, let's go Cole.
You sorry son of a bitch.
Okay, got him. Shit. Hello, wow. Got two people right off the bat, let's go.
The commander will want us at the scene. Let's go.
Jesus Christ, that got intense so fast.
Jesus. I'd never seen nothing like this.
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
We gotta find out what went down.
Oh my.
Get delayed somewhere?
Oh, it's Bukowski. Oh wait, no it isn't.
What in God's name happened here?
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. Look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
Alright.
Worlds turn upside down.
Then it's time for us to do our jobs.
We haven't. Oh.
Piece of uniform.
Looks like all that's left. I can try the laundry tag.
Alright. A shoe.
Probably nothing.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
Oh,
It's a
only
spy
OSS agents
camera?
use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle.
That's cool. An earring.
Any ideas, Herschel?
An ornament.
None that I care to utter for public consumption. What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. I used them in OCS.
Okay,
These first letters are the cipher key.
if H equals K...
The rest of the message should align itself.
Wait. So H equals K, isn't it? The heck? Oh. Okay, and then go inside. Oh wait, other direction. Oh, okay. What? I'm so confused. Wait a minute. So it's... Okay, so it's N. Oh, no, we have to rotate it to S. V. Okay, and then O. J. L. K. Q. Oh wait. X, S, B. S. And B.
It's an address.
North Vermont
133 North Vermont
Dang,
Avenue.
I'm good at my job.
Tomoko Akamoto.
Oh god,
Japanese
they
name.
butchered that pronunciation. We love that. Not that thing. Let's see if we can head a different route. We might find something else.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Just another shoe.
I thought Forvix was a tough break.
Hey, detective! I think I got something here.
Any idea what this is?
A very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps? Try putting it back together.
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe.
Wasp. Because the guy from the last episode said that the dude worked for a bug extermination or that kind of thing. Alright, let's go talk to the coroner person, and then we can get that phone call.
That's
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son.
This is crazy.
It went okay?
Looks like a war zone.
Couple of pickups, sir,
Okay,
but that's to be
he doesn't have anything
expected.
to say.
Nobody's ever done this before. Get better with practice.
There's a phone
That maybe
somewhere
goes to me
around
too,
here.
Maybe a little more. Tom, what do you think?
That's suddenly not available.
Mr. Mayor, you
Oh,
came
it's on the
across
street.
as very resolute.
I can't go through here because that would be dangerous. So I'd get in my car, drive over to a place with a telephone. Hello, welcome back. Day 2. Trying to finish off this game. Let's see if it'll
I'm Fred
exceed
Nicholson.
a day.
This is your place?
What's left of it? 32 years of work up in smoke.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
And what exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
Bruh, you have to tell me that. View notebook.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
I mean, but isn't she kind of sus-so? Wasn't her suitcase the one that we found with her shit in there? Yeah.
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for a foreign government?
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she was a spy?
Cause this spy camera.
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
There could be other plating companies, but the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers. Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
So are you gonna, like, tell me where he is?
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do? You were prepared to take that risk?
Look, he was a trained chemist.
Oh, he died?
And his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
And you would be rich.
I'm a businessman. What's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks! And God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag.
They're likely to be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who worked here don't use a laundry service.
What, because they're too rich? What was the point of saying that? I can't set his destination.
Cut it out!
I'm an amazing driver.
You think McClellan went up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size. It looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help.
Let's go to Superior Laundry first. There isn't going to be much traffic now because of that explosion. No one's on the road.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
What do you need?
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Why does everyone say
Number was J2620, Cole.
J2620 Oscar.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir. Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thanks for your help.
Y'all were waiting there the entire time?
Continue the response, Ken.
All of a sudden, all these locations have been becoming farther and farther from the police station. I think it's because I work with arson now. I go all over the city compared to homicides and all that. go. Oh. Tomoko
Well,
Okamoto. It's such an
Why the cloak and
unusual
dagger
name.
routine,
There's
Miss
too many
Akamoto?
fucking O's in it. Tomoko Okamoto. Jesus Christ. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Please stop. Keep running. Oh wait, I didn't even look at the number. Oh! Oh. Oh shit. Oh.
So I turned the place over. Do you think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
That's not
I'd
the
like to think you
priority
would have
right
had
now.
something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel.
Oh my god.
One to the head, one to the
Oh.
heart. Point blank.
Maybe this guy found out. This isn't John Doe, it's probably McClelland, right? Because that's the old guy that we were looking for. Jesus, man. Oh, no, not that arm, not that arm. Are we not gonna check his chest wound? Excuse me. Okay, I guess we're done here. No, not as. Oh wait, did I miss? Did I miss more? Was I supposed to find something? I don't understand. Made the little chime sound like I missed something. We'll come back to that. Give me a second. Sorry. Yeah, that's... So you got shot there and then you got dragged. Jesus. What?
You
So
know what
he's a
this is,
retired
Biggs?
police officer.
Sure. The department gives you one of those when you retire.
Ooh, the same little ornament.
Looks like we have a match.
Yeah.
Interesting dame, this
Whoa.
Akamoto. What is it
Is
exactly?
it a blueprint? What is
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Rod must have amazing eyesight.
Maybe if... No.
What did I miss? I don't understand. Oh, it's his watch.
James Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
Oh. That's very sad. There's still more to be found? Was his ring? Oh my god.
Could be a class ring.
Okay, now I think we found all the ice cubes. Not the... Why did I say all the ice cubes?
Biggs,
I mean all
edge
the
525.
clues. Jesus Christ.
I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner.
Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom real quick.
Probably a team from technical services as well.
Right, I'm back. Sorry, I just need to get myself situated again.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247, messages, please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
Jesus.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it.
Alright.
So what next?
The cone traces back to Hughes Aircraft, right? Well, let's get there.
And we're off. Where's our car? There it is. I want a new outfit. He does look dapper, but like, come on. I'll just go around. Jeez, this looks terrible.
Can we hit the siren, Phelps? Even crazier than I was told you were.
military project, gentlemen. Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes' aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Afraid so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. Found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
Who is Mapes, and what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work Advice. Word is he runs fuck pads for Hughes' starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes would seem.
He's a role model for creeps like Earl.
Are we supposed to get out of the
Hey,
car?
I don't bite. Come on. Follow me.
Why is everyone the same height?
Good day, miss.
Oh, that's awkward. That's a huge plane.
Can that thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this is the spruce goose.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H-4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
You kind of have to.
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
We know that you were sending parts to Nicholson for testing. Question is whether you were going through Nicholson or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
Prop spinner.
We found a prop spinner in the wreckage. We believe it belongs to this aircraft.
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard and the Boffins were interested in this guy McClellan's theories. McClellan was cutting out Nicholson. That's not our problem.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
All right.
You want to take a look inside her? And her?
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Great.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes
Probably
west.
gonna have to go to that, what is it, Hall of Records like we did last time.
76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north.
76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Let's see where this is exactly.
Oh, okay.
The Bahamas.
The Bahamas.
Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned.
Alright, so what does that have to do with anything? Probably gonna, come up later on. But, let's see. Dude, Ren Eye Circulation is my friend's favorite song. He loves anime. Let's go up this ladder just for fun. Oh, so we're just chilling on top of this airplane. Is there actually anything up here? Or am I just having fun? I feel like I'd die if I fell off of here. I'm good. Same as yesterday. Just trying to finish this game up so then I can move on to Uncharted, because I don't like starting up games and then not finishing them, even though that's kind of exactly what I did with the Sinking City. The Sinking City I did out of pure fear, so I feel like I somewhat have an excuse. Can I... Wait, is that just... Okay, that doesn't mean anything. This entire place can be searched, and they're not gonna give me one clue about, like, where... Okay, not over here.
Get a load of these engines. You think that...
Oh.
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
That is dirty.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
Whoa. This is the oil flame.
Looks like Mape's office is in the far corner. Let's go see what he's hiding.
Alright, let's bust this door down. Oh, wait. Maybe it's up top? Yeah, that's what he meant. Okay. Ooh. Valor cigarettes. Those were some of the ones that were stolen.
Junk.
Okay, never mind. I thought. Oh, blue room.
Don't think this is going to help us.
Okay. Wow, they're just throwing red herrings in, I guess. Is there something on the back of it?
That is Marie the Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does.
So that's something 2nd Street. Is there anything on the back? There's usually stuff on the back, but guess not this time.
Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
So it's him and Hughes.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department.
Are
Hey.
you now?
Don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German broad.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vernon.
Aw, thank you, buddy. Even though I did cheat on my wife, thanks for trying to save me. Still don't know why Cole did it, though. There has to be more to it than that.
So McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. This would never go all the way up to Hughes. He would have middlemen deal with stuff like this.
Someone like Mapes?
The word middleman was invented for guys like
Thank you
Mapes.
for opening it for me. I know y'all can't hear it, but the soundtrack in this game is actually really nice. It's all sleuthy and mysterious. What do you mean, like
Must be a
physical
tough
fights,
break
or
being
like...
separated from your kids, fellas.
They're fine. They've got their mother and they've got each other.
What about you?
What about me?
What have you got?
A friend of mine is helping me through it.
Oh, you mean in the game? I mean, at least you won, though. You know, there have been times where I've shot like 21 bullets and I knifed 3 times and I finally got the guy. But it was very stupid.
Now that I got you, I may as well ask you.
Ask me what?
The Black Dahlia. Who was it that killed that poor girl?
No official charges have been pressed in the case.
I know that. I'm not looking for the official version.
I made a promise to the department.
These are the guys who sold you down the river.
Yeah, we haven't investigated the Black Dahlia. If we do, that'd be super cool.
1545, run to 1540, roger. All units.
Lady! Oh my god. Almost hit that one. Bruh. There we go, that'll scare him off. Yeah, pull over, get out of my way. We made it. Where are we going? Hello?
The heck?
Bronco, can you give me a hand? I gotta.
Why are we here? I forgot why we're here.
The women don't find you handsome?
I'm
They
telling
should
you,
at least find you handy.
I need a drink. I got the goddamn jitters again.
1 out of 8 collected? What? I didn't know those were a thing. Am I just being introduced to this now? There's a lot more collectibles than I thought there were.
Hey!
Oh!
See him? Saw his picture in the paper.
Who
Worked that
was
case with the lady cut up
that?
like the Dahlia.
Oh my god, that scared me.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Best check in at the front desk before we do anything else.
The front desk. Are you
I
kidding?
swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Where's the front
Yeah,
desk?
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
That's the creep.
Any messages for me, Hopkins?
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out, mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
Oh my god, this guy is such an ass. What does my personal life have to do with you? I don't understand.
Hey, Cole. You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
Okay, never mind, I'm leaving. Oh, or wait, is that the place I'm supposed to go?
I'm just praying the prince comes through so I can nail the son of a bitch.
What do you think? Where do you stand?
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs. You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
That's terrible.
I got the jitters again.
What am I supposed to be looking for? Oh, maybe this is how I'm gonna find out what the new address is?
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy. And Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer.
What about this?
Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, west.
Is this McClellan? Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
Okay, so we're looking for that address. That's what we're doing. Two 2941 something 2nd Street. Okay, so it isn't vibrating, so that means there's nothing to it. This one either, okay.
I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge.
Okay, that's it from that one. The watch. And
Ring and the
ring.
watch are a match for our John Doe.
Okay.
He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
Dude, I'm so smart.
It's already on its way.
Okay, there's nothing in this one. Am I supposed to go through all the photos again? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. there's nothing left
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the Petri dish.
What an asshole.
It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumpy from that bang this morning.
Very funny, Ray. You just took a couple years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil. You could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn.
My hat.
Advice?
I say we get over to the house and see what we can find. Then we see the DA for a warrant on Mapes.
Women don't find you handsome? They should have...
I know that face. That's the guy that busted all those Negro drug pushers last week.
Okay. Come on, old man. Come on, Herschel.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
Oh my Jesus. So this is the house, the door's already open, I bet someone's dead. Oh.
This place stinks of petroleum.
Yeah.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor.
Yeah. Yet no one's lit it yet. Is this a trap? So we're gonna find out who this guy is. To the
Hangstrom is
brave-
flying today on TWA.
To the
Hangstrom is
Bahamas.
dead,
Who
Cole.
would have thought?
Why leave your ticket behind?
Mapes is cleaning up.
Oscar Hangstrom. Angelica Hangstrom, okay. He's a chemist.
Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
Oh. Dude, I called it.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove!
Oh my God.
Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here!
What? Holy shit.
Fuck.
What an asshole.
There you are, shitheel.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, he's not
Kill
getting away
him.
from us.
Let's run this guy over. gonna have to redo this part. Oh, yep, yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's gone. Oh my god, I'm so bad at driving. This guy waiting for me? Is that what's happening?
7825.
Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, of course you did. We should have lost him a while ago. I can never do it with car chases. I just can't. Please don't tell me we have to start from the house fire. Okay.
Fuck.
This guy's a
There you are,
dude.
shitheel. Come on. He's not getting away from us.
I'm gonna get him this time, I swear.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
See if we can cut him off. Oh my god, hello? Hello? Don't run in front of my car, oh my god.
Shit. You security men, Cole. Stay on mates. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker.
Yeah, get fucked.
Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. I'll go for the tires. That ought to slow the son of a bitch down.
Stop right there. Get out of the car slowly. Fire
You're
a
gonna
warning
shoot
round.
me, bro. I'll shoot you.
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight, Cole.
Oh, hell yeah, I am.
Throw out the guns.
Oh my God. I suck. I suck.
Pretty brave for a
Come on,
dead
show your
man.
face. Let's go.
He wants to play cat and mouse? Fine. Let's go and get his ass.
Reason. Kill him. Where are you, buddy? Is he gonna like take off with the plane? That'll be funny.
How long do you think you can hold?
How is he not dead? This other guy, I don't see him.
Lay down some covering fire.
Find some cover. Hit him. This is worse than a war zone.
This is irritating. Okay.
Fire!
Stay in cover!
He's there! Right there! Kill him! It's covered! I got it.
Himself did I kill? Is he still hiding?
You're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps, but between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
Oh shit. All right. I thought we were close to the end, but
And a good morning to you too, Elsa. You look radiant.
oh yeah, he kidnapped her.
We haven't been seeing much of you lately, Elsa. You've been missing appointments.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better.
That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this improvement?
It's the new man in my life. He's convinced me to fight my addiction.
Ah, the policeman from the newspapers. How has he coped with his fall from grace?
He can finally see things from a human perspective, rather than the ivory tower he created for himself. It's making him stronger. It's making me stronger helping him.
You wouldn't make a bad analyst yourself, Elsa. Should we swap seats?
Oh god, this guy's so
We're
creepy.
both finding we have a lot to live up to.
And what is that?
In my case, Lou, he went through hell along with me and still came out smiling. In Cole's case, his friend, Jack Kelso.
Kelso?
You've heard of him?
No, I just like the sound of his name.
Cole and Jack are working on a case together.
Is Jack a policeman too?
No, he works for the district attorney.
What?
He's a special investigator. I thought you didn't know him.
I have never met the gentleman in question.
You know
He's
him.
been looking into Lou's case. Cole thinks it might be linked to some fires he's investigating. You look pale, Doctor.
It's cold in
Is
here,
he gonna
Elsa.
stick her with Morphe?
I think I'll close the window. Why are you looking at me like that, Elsa?
You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields, Doctor.
Your fears are unfounded. I meet many people in my line of work. There are many ways that people can be helped. Finding them work is just one of them.
I don't believe you, Doctor. I've seen you with Monroe at the club.
I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion, Elsa.
Oh no, he's gonna whack her in the head with that.
I've always so enjoyed our conversation.
Oh.
I can see your future, Elsa. And Cole, the policeman. And Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate and grisly end.
What? What was that sequence? Who would attack him?
I've come to help you, Doctor. To help you cross over.
Oh shit, he's
All
dead.
your sins will be forgiven. The next line.
Oh, this is the guy that's responsible for everything. What's going on? That's so confusing. A different kind of war. Are you gonna play as Kelso again?
It's gotta be one of these places.
I love Kelso. Oh, we still have that injury from when I got shot in the arm.
The arsonist's a bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.
What am I doing? For some reason, they keep on, whenever I play as Kelso, they always want me to skip the drive to the destination. Maybe because it's super far. If you think about it, that actually takes out a lot of the gameplay, because a lot of what we do is just driving, not even fighting or shooting or, you know, all that.
Help you?
How many guys you have working here, Pop?
Who's asking, son?
It could be official or unofficial. Depends on how you want to play it.
You should get to a hospital, son. That arm of yours appears to be letting in daylight.
Save the pity for the other guys. They're the ones who need it. I'm looking for a big cowboy who works pest control. Does he work here?
We don't have anyone like that here.
You sure? I'm not the type of guy you want coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let's look at this. Crusade against corruption. Oh. Oh, it's cold.
What have you got?
Looks like a drug overdose.
Get away from him, Phelps. This is my case.
Shut your fucking mouth! Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep wasn't on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand.
There's a time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is the time to be quiet, son.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'll come looking for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going round.
Thanks, Herschel.
Roy needs to be arrested. I don't know why he hasn't yet. Okay, onto the okay. Oh. Clear back in road control.
Welcome to Nuclear. What can I do you for?
I work for the DA. I need to speak with an exterminator, big guy with a cowboy accent.
We have only 3 people work here. Me and 2 Mexicans. They're both on the scrawny side.
Thanks for your help.
Oh wow, okay, and we're out. I guess that's not important. Los Angeles. Awesome.
Bad driving.
I know y'all can't hear it, but the music in this is just really, really weird. just making noises at this point. Alright.
I work for the DA. I'm looking for a big cowboy, does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
Well, I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An address?
Yeah, he lives in a bunkhouse on the remains of the old Rancho Rincon.
Thanks.
Dr. Fontaine's dead though, right? This is probably where they found his body, never mind.
Cole, you made
it's
it.
my old partner.
What's this got to do with me, Rusty?
Dr. Fontaine, prominent shrink, dead in his patient's room. Spine snapped like a twig. The suspect is one of his mental patients.
I've met Fontaine.
His last patient was Elsa Lichtman, Cole. She's missing. Nurse said that she saw some big Boris Karloff type carry her out of here.
The best thing that you can do to help me, Rusty, is let me take a look around.
Sure thing, Cole. This way.
And that, Mom? Only 12-day difference. Yeah. Oh, should I be following Rusty? Oh. Let me guess, he's gonna have one of the things that makes stuff.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Let me guess. Oh! He's gonna have morphine.
Looks like Fontaine has finally dispensed his last treatment.
Oh! Alright. Fucking zipping everywhere.
Take your time. I'll give you and the doctor some privacy.
Leland, listed below are the properties you wanted accounted for. Thy associate has visited each and made a thorough survey, and from what he tells me, I gathered these families and residents no longer require the assistance provided by our relocation program. Kind regards, Dr. Harlan something J. It's a J. Fontaine. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I should keep looking at that. So, Steffens, they were attacked. Madsen, Woodruff, Nelson, Quayle, Oatman, Inderberg, Ploshinsky, Morelli, Sawyer. So at least 3 of these families have been attacked. Harlan, this was not our arrangement. Your associate is overstepping his mark. Get him under control or I will take whatever action is necessary. Oh wait, I can turn that page as well. August 15th. The subject was born into an Oklahoman sharecrop farming family. Failed harvest during the Dust Bowls of the 1930s led to the family being evicted. They undertook the journey west to California. The subject's mother and younger brother both died of starvation while on the road. That sucks. Subject's father found work as a stuntman in low-budget cowboy films. The subject was urged to pursue the same career, but a naturally reserved disposition and physical awkwardness made this difficult. The subject trained as a gas fitter and showed some mechanical aptitude, but was drafted into the Marines at the outbreak of the war. He served as a blank until an incident. The subject's father died in November. Subject returned from service to live alone on the property. Father and son once shared. Referred to acute case of battle fatigue. sensory flashbacks, disturbed attention, sleep disturbance, vision impairment, headache, tachypnea, tachycardia, and excessive sweating, phantom physical sensations, intense nightmares, unable to dissociate memory from reality, frequently the trauma of blank, admitted to feeling a morbid fear of fire. Okay. A determination was made that the subject has entered an advanced state of catatonia, which could not be overcome by psychotherapy alone. Began a course of drug treatment once every 2 weeks. Morphine was administered. It was ineffective. More sessions were scheduled, and then they upped the dosage. Diminished physical symptoms, highly susceptible to suggestion and ideation. Okay, additional medication, more sessions. Hopelessness, serenity. Subject is fighting persistent delusions and paranoid schizoid tendencies. It is the opinion of this physician that any relaxation of these treatments would be dangerous. The subject could, without continued guidance, slip back into the clutches of his many demons and enter a new antisocial state of psychopathy. So I'm guessing this is a guy that killed Dr. Fontaine. Or wait, oh, I should be clicking on stuff.
Monroe wasn't happy. People started dying and it attracted attention. He and the doctor lost control.
So, on the case of blank.
Fontaine was having the houses burned for Monroe.
Okay. Spent a lot of time on that one piece of evidence. Oh, that's the thing he hit her in the head with. Oh.
So much for your foresight, Doctor.
I'm surprised it didn't break over her head, but he did hit her up instead of down. This is the last newspaper. Oh my god, I got all the newspapers. Yes! I'm proud of myself for that.
That goddamn pet lunatic of yours is burning down our houses. Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence. Keep your voice down? You know how much these sons of bitches charge for lunch? Fuck them! Leland, we will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public. We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows. He's your imbecile, Harlan. Get him under control or get rid of him. Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student. What?
Certainly are a cold character, Harlan.
He has a friend called Kelso. He knows all about the development on Normandy Avenue.
I know about Kelso.
And you thought it unimportant to inform me.
I thought I could take care of it.
And have you?
No, I haven't.
Kelso works for Benson. Is he reliable?
No, he's totally unreliable. He has so many pernicious habits.
Is
He's got
Leland's
nowhere
eyes
to run.
even open?
Can you take care of Kelso?
Don't push me, Harlan. Get rid of the fruitcake. No longer necessary.
The fruitcake? Who's the
I'll
fruitcake?
take care of Jeff Kelso.
The language in this game is... Wow. We got all the newspapers, y'all. That's huge. I should get something for that.
Destroyed by a monster of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine. I've heard that story somewhere before.
Ooh, is that a lighter? Wasn't it a conspiracy that, like, people that were in the Illuminati, like, I don't know, they have white lighters? I don't know. IH. There's nothing. Okay, I guess I'm not supposed to do anything with this. Yeah, so they broke in through there.
Good doctor has been marking this map. Edgewood Grove, McCarthy Vista, Crescent Heights, Rancho Escondido. Do those names mean anything to you, Herschel?
Yeah. How come?
New houses, all being built in the path of the freeway?
Whoa, what does this mean? Huh.
Jack was wrong. It's not about insurance, it's about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come into it?
He's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance proves how much the houses are worth.
And they're worth nothing?
Firewood, all of them.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we going to prove any of this, Cole? Doctor's dead. Monroe nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy. Get him, get Elsa. Get him, get all of them.
Okay, so ultimately, Cole and Jack are after. But are we gonna find him? I don't know. Especially in this chapter, I have no idea. Be careful, Jack. Don't get yourself killed, please. You're my favorite. Oh, it's a memory. Or not? I think it's going to be. This is so sus.
Guess nobody's home.
Kick it down. Yeah. Okay, so I think there's definitely a dead body in here.
Most guys bring home a 45 or an M1. This is pretty extreme.
Okay, so he's a war vet. One of the flamethrower dudes. this is a guy. Okay. The heck? That's freaky. It's yeah. It's all the same.
Quite a flock you got here, kid.
Jeez.
The river tunnels.
Dude, we're gonna
This
go
guy's a tunnel
underground,
rat.
like we did with the serial killer.
A strange obsession.
And let me guess, we're all in the same troop.
I know those faces.
There's Cole.
Jesus
Cole's in the
Christ, I
middle.
know every one of them. Oh my God, Ira. You poor backwards son of a bitch.
Oh, he's gonna get attacked. He's gonna get attacked.
Peterson, I'm going to need some help. I've got Monroe, Fontaine, and all the others. It's all tied up nicely. It goes all the way to the top. Meet me at the LA River Tunnel entrance just north of the First Street Bridge in half
I'm
an hour.
not gonna make it
Don't
there,
ask
though.
questions. Just be there. This is DA's investigator Jack Kelso. I have an urgent radio message for Detective Cole Phelps.
Oh, okay.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, see the man. A 207 just occurred on the spillway north of the First Street Bridge. DA's investigator Jack Kelso reports a kidnapping suspect outstanding in the LA River tunnel system with a hostage. 11K, handle
Roger
code
that.
3.
The hell is Jack playing at? Like a suicide note. Half the LAPD will be down there hunting for him.
We need to get there first.
All units on all frequencies stand by. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit of suspect vehicle heading southwest on Sunset Boulevard. Suspect vehicle belonging to Jack Kelso, described as a Navy Chevrolet Fleetline. License number 4, William 0286. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit.
They picked up his car. I'll need help to make it to the river.
That's Kelso's car.
All units, Chief Laurel reports that the suspect is armed and extremely dangerous. Repeat, extremely
Why are they
dangerous.
after
Suspect vehicle to be disabled immediately. If necessary, use of deadly force is authorized. All units, suspect vehicle headed west on 5th Street. Repeat, the Chevy Fleetline Navy Blue, westbound on 5th Street.
Jesus Christ. How many cops do these guys own?
All units, we have a new suspect vehicle. It is shop number 13516. Repeating, shop 13516 is a second suspect vehicle, described as a green Hudson Commodore, license 3 Sam 0102.
That's our
Reported to be aiding suspect Jack Kelso. Use caution and continue pursuit. All units, stand by for further. All units, suspect vehicle sighted heading northeast toward 3rd Street on the embankment between 3rd and 4th. All units, suspect vehicle is now northbound on Los Angeles, passing 2nd Street. Car 66 Adam, 77 Adam, go to 1st and Alameda. Car 19 William, go to 1st and Vignes. Repeat, 1st and Vignes. Units to handle, identify code 3. All units, further to the second suspect vehicle, shop 13516. Chief Laurel has authorized the use of deadly
Who is this guy?
Peterson, assistant DA.
What's he doing?
He's here to cover our backs.
I'm going in there, Jack.
No one's trying to stop you. I found this at the ranch house. He's marked his routes. I'll go in here. Cole, you take the next entrance. Biggs, I need you to take the car and cover this spot here. I think that's his fail-safe exit. Cole, he's one of ours.
What are you talking about?
Right where you are!
Got it?
Got it.
Peterson, you want to be DA? We'll earn your salt.
So, Kelso is your boy, Peterson? And working with Phelps? A handy lad, that Kelso.
Yes, he is, Chief. You can't imagine what those two have uncovered. It could go all the way to the top. I hope you won't be implicated.
So, you're the new broom, Peterson?
Looks like it.
And you think he'll make it out of there alive?
No.
I think he might. He's a difficult boy to get rid of.
All right, Peterson. I'm listening. What's your offer?
Oh, shit. Oh my god.
Christ. Just missed.
You're pretty brave for a dead. Let the slug in this one over here.
And into the left of your head, boys.
Let's see if I can't put one right between your eyes. Your move, mister.
Keep on going, Jack.
I don't want Kelso to die. He better not die. I swear to God.
He's there, right there. Kill him.
Oh wait, I went the wrong way. Haha. It's back this way. Wait, what? Wait a minute. What's going on?
You can walk out of here or go out in the box. Your choice. Keep on going, Jack.
Come on. Peek me.
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
What do you mean he's around here somewhere? You saw me.
God damn!
Shoot.
There he is! Blast him!
How long do you think you can hold out?
Dude, I shot you in the throat. Die. This is ridiculous.
You're surrounded and your buddies are dead.
Thank you.
He's there! Right there! Kill him!
my health real quick. Holy. What? Dude, why do all these guys have shotguns? I'm about to die. Can I go any faster?
You're pretty brave for a dead man.
Oh my lord. Oh wait, I want a rifle.
There! Somebody tag that son of a bitch!
Ooh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh. Okay, he's here. He is literally roasting people alive. Just got my heart beating, bro.
You can walk out of here or go out in a box. Your choice.
He's around here somewhere.
Where is he? Oh, he's that dude down there.
Almost out. Need a new weapon. This is what I'm good at.
As soon as he pokes his head out, step on it. Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
Why is that in my... Oh.
You want me? You got me.
There.
Oh. Oh, it's a shotgun. Dude, now I have the flamethrower. Aww. This is scary.
The water's rising. You can walk out of here or go out in a...
Hey, look who's bleeding!
Poor Kelso. so disappointed with the game.
You want me? You got me.
I got him! Son of a bitch!
Catch a bullet, you son of a bitch!
Christ. Just missed.
I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to
Come on!
die. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
There! Somebody tag that son of a bitch!
Throw out the guns! An inch to the left and you would have had me, boys.
Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh no.
Are you okay, Princess?
I felt better. He saved me from the doctor.
Hi, Tex. You remember me?
I'm not sure that I do. Have you come here to kill her?
Why would I do that, soldier?
Isn't that why you're all here?
I'm here to get her out.
Her. But not me. You haven't come for me.
No, not you. It ends here.
You were with the 6th on Sugarloaf, weren't you?
I was?
And Naha?
Yes, I was.
You're Sergeant Jack Kelso, aren't you? Where's your uniform, Sarge?
At home in my locker, Hogaboom. War's over, soldier.
I know that, Sarge. I'm fighting a different kind of war. I fight for God now.
We all fight for God, Ira.
In our own ways. Not everybody knows it.
Elsa! Are you all right?
Oh my god.
Get away from her! It's all right, Cole. He doesn't want to hurt her. Ira was with us on Okinawa.
What?
You know this guy?
Don't you remember me, Lieutenant? I remember you.
No. Don't.
You ordered me to burn that cave, Lieutenant. That cave full of civilians.
No,
Hospital.
he didn't.
What is he talking about?
It was war. For God's sake, I can't be held responsible for everything that happened.
I don't blame you, Lieutenant. You helped me to help other people.
Ira lost his mind on Okinawa, Princess.
Sheldon asked the doctor to help me get back.
The doctor helped me to find my path. And I helped him to a better life.
Elsa's going to leave now, Ira. She will be all right. You've helped her, too. Get her out of here. Biggs will help. His exit is nearby.
Jack, I need this guy to make the case.
Hasn't this poor bastard given you enough? Get out of here now!
For God's sake, Jack! What are you going to do?
Don't cry, miss. Sergeant Kelso has come to help ease my way. I was proud to serve with you, Jack.
Get out of here, Cole!
Okay. Oh, thank God. I thought one of us was gonna die in there.
What do we do, Lieutenant? Jesus, look at all the kids!
Stop the goddamn screaming! I need to think!
And how do you expect to do that, you fucking maniac? They're burned to a crisp.
Finish them off. Do it humanely. We are leaving this place.
You do it, Phelps. Get your own fucking hands dirty. I'm out of morphine.
Put these people out of their pain.
Now! That's an order!
I'm starting to not like Cole. Oh my god! Did he just shoot me?
Everyone out of here now! Double time! You two get Lieutenant Phelps to an aid station. Weapons team will be blowing this place in 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
Everything that happened in here stays in here. Do you hear me?
Courtney just fucking
I don't want to
shot
ever
me.
hear another word about it.
What an ass. Get out of here. You deserve to die the way you did.
Killed that man!
He was doing him a favor, Elsa.
Cole, up here. I'll get this grader.
Where are you hurt?
The water's rising.
Oh my god.
You're first.
No.
Hand her up.
Get out of here! You're not Jack! I'm not arguing. You're wounded, Jack. Let me help. What are you waiting for?
Oh no.
Jump, Cole! Jump for it!
Oh my god. Cole just died. He just drowned. I'm actually not that sad. At least it wasn't Jack. It's fine. Wow. What a way to go. Oh my god. Kelso's so cool. Oh my god. Is he gonna be with Elsa now?
We're gathered here to honor Detective Cole Phelps.
Roy.
Cole Phelps was the best kind of man. Hear, hear. A war hero who led his men with true valor. And through his personal bravery achieved one of his country's highest honors. A cop wrongly accused who never lost his faith in the LAPD and the system.
Fine! You belittle his memory.
Elsa.
Get out of my way, Jack. You call yourself his friend.
A detective who fought to expose the evil corruption of the murderous Dr. Fontaine and the rapacious property tycoon Leyland Monroe.
Go to her. Will you,
A
Herschel?
reformer
You
who
were never his
recognized
friend,
the need
Jack.
to remove the odd bad apple from a
guess you're
department
right.
made up of good men.
Herschel?
A man who never gave up.
Yeah, Jack.
Who continued
never
to
his
fight
enemy.
the good fight.
I think you knew that, Jack.
The fight that cost him his own life.
Why is everyone mad at him?
A good husband.
People should be mad at Roy.
A good father. And may I say, a good friend.
You were never his friend, Roy. You were a dirty cop who betrayed him. And now the city is gonna stay corrupt. And that is the end of the game. Wow. That's just lovely. Am I allowed to skip this? I'm not allowed to skip this. Okay. That happened so fast. I thought, like, I didn't think anyone would die since they killed the dude who was responsible for all the killings and everything. I'm just gonna sit through this just in case there's more. Plus, I literally have no choice. I'm pressing all the buttons and I can't do anything. Oh my god, how much longer? Oh my god. So while we're going through the credits, I guess I'll just talk through the story. So, Cole was lieutenant in the army, and then he did some questionable things. He ended up being the only guy left in his platoon, and so he became lieutenant of Kelso's group, and the bad guy, like the overall bad guy at the end of the game, was the guy who went like total apeshit on this cave of civilians. And in one of the flashbacks, Cole was like, "Oh my God, what's he doing?" And they're like, "Well, he's following your orders, because he just went into that cave with a flamethrower and just roasted everybody in there." Um, and then everyone got pissed at Cole because apparently that was Cole's orders, even though I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I don't know exactly. And then because of that, Courtney was like, "Oh my God, it's all your fault," and he fucking shot him in the side. Um, and then they went back home, and then him and Kelso like weren't really friends, even though they were at the beginning. Um, and then all the veterans got into like morphine addiction and going to this Dr. Fontaine to help with their PTSD. Um, and they all ended up being targeted by this other bigger gang because they assumed that they had all the morphine, even though Dr. Fontaine was the one that had the morphine. So a lot of like the veterans that like we as like Cole knew, they died. Um, and Doc Fontaine was selling the morphine and using that money to invest in the what is it? The Leland Monroe's like construction business. And his construction business was like building houses and then they'd burn them down to like make more money or like profit off of it. Like I'm not an adult, so I don't know all that money stuff, but apparently them burning down those houses was like a great way of making money. And the bad guy, um, I don't know what his name is. They just refer to him by his last name, and I forgot what his last name was. It starts with an I. But he kind of went berserk and he started burning down these houses that still had people in them, even though they were supposed to do it when people were on vacation because they were working with a travel agency to be like, oh, you won a trip to the Bahamas or whatever, and then they'd leave and then they'd burn down the house and collect the money. But he started doing it when families were in the house, so then that's how it got the attention of like Cole and all that. And then yeah, it's just all these things intertwined. Basically, all like the big heads, like the mayor, the chief of police, and like all the leaders of these other like big groups, like Leland Monroe, like he is construction. I think he was like the editor for the newspaper as well. All these big people were plotting this so then they can just make a shit ton of money. Um, but yeah, it was. Yeah. And then, like, the questions I still have is, like, why did Cole cheat? That's so stupid. Like, there was no, like, chemistry. Like, they had barely even talked, like, him and Elsa. Because the first time you meet her is with Roy, and that's when he first becomes Vice. And he is like, oh, like, meet the crew or whatever, and, like, the Blue Room is basically where they hang out. And Elsa's the lead singer there, and he doesn't like how she's a German. So when she speaks German, it pisses him off, and she knows that, but she'll do it anyway just to annoy him. And so the first time you meet her, you just witness him slap the shit out of her, and then you leave. And then she's brought up again when you question her like bandmates or whatever. And then we follow her home, like we tail her by car, and we don't know that our partner Roy is tailing us while we're tailing her. And then we sleep over at her house, and then that's where everything goes wrong because then I get demoted and it's discovered that Roy is in on this big scheme about burning houses and earning money and shit. He's a bad cop, which I kind of knew from the beginning because he's just like he's an asshole. It wasn't like any of my other partners that I'd worked with, like Rusty or Bukowski. They were good guys. But Roy was just always rude. He always wanted to get physical with the people that we were talking to, which was sometimes fine because like some of the people were like provoking us, but other times he's like, oh, we should shoot him. Or there was this other one where he invested money into this boxing match, the boxer ran away, and he's like, god damn it, that's my money. Like he wanted to solve the case so he could get his money back, not because like he wanted justice or whatever. um so yeah, but I think once Kelso was introduced, the story just like escalated from there. um because then Kelso was getting into a lot more trouble than Cole was, even though Cole's job should be more risky. How long are these credits gonna go for? Oh my god. I mean, I know they had to do a lot of casting because, like, a lot of the characters look like the people that voice them. And so that's why I'd make a few comments here and there, like, oh, I recognize that guy. Because, like Kelso, the guy who did the voice acting for him, I'm pretty sure he's a character from Once Upon a Time. Not like a huge character. I think he's like Prince Eric or something, but still. Hmm. There's a lot of diversity in names here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it over? They're starting to show company names, so I think it's almost over. I'm praying. I'm really praying. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't think you guys can hear the music due to like copyright and stuff. So for you guys, it's just pure silence as the credits are rolling, unless I talk. That's why I kind of talk through the plot and stuff, because I didn't want it to be boring for you guys. But there's only so much I can talk about. I think it's done. Yes, I knew there was something more.
How about this for a headline? Guess which former 6th Marine hero has been promoted in the LAPD?
No idea. Well, could be anybody.
You give up?
Tell us or hand over the fucking paper.
The Shadow, boys. Our very own Silver Star winning son of a bitch.
Phelps? He didn't die, Jack.
He did just fine, and that's all we're going to say about it, right?
The one and only. Look at this picture. Golden boy getting his badge, wife and kids in tow, and looking awful humble in the process.
Well, he's set.
Phony bastard.
I wonder if they've been holding my job for me after all this time.
What job was that?
Mechanic.
Ain't you seen all the war bond movies, Sarge? All the best mechanics is women. You're gonna have to work as a gigolo from here on in.
I was a bus driver in Santa Cruz. You know, no pictures in the papers or medals for me, though.
I can't believe I just went through Petaloo and Okinawa just to go back to being a washing machine mechanic.
How is it that jerks like Phelps get it all?
It doesn't have to be that way, guys.
What are you talking about? It's always gonna be that way.
Do you have any idea what you guys are sitting on?
Yeah, a ship full of Army surplus.
You're sitting on surplus morphine. 2 tons of it. Can you imagine what that's worth on the streets?
So it was Courtney's idea to start
Hundreds
killing.
of thousands of dollars.
You're shitting me.
I'm not.
You're talking about stealing it?
Keep your voice down. Do you want to have us all thrown in the brig?
God damn it, Sheldon. You want to go into the dope business?
No. I want to be in business. What is that supposed to mean? It means I want the guys who fought for a better future to get some share of it. You interested, Jack?
Come on, Top. We could all get out from under.
Oh, it's the chance of our lives.
It's everyone or no one, boys.
I'm not having a bar of it, Courtney. You may be the bravest person I have ever met, but I swear to God, trouble follows you around like a pet fucking dog. I thought you wanted to try for medical school.
So what do you want, Jack? What's the future got in store for you?
You guys were all heroes in the war. Every single one of you. Even if your next door neighbor or your wife never know it and don't give a rat's ass. Fuck Phelps and medals and citations and parades. Fuck the public who are bored with returning GIs. I have nothing but respect for what you guys and the rest of the 6th have done. You go through with this, and you'll be nothing to me.
Well then. So we finally get to know what happened on the ship. Okay. Alright, so that's the end of it.